All you need to understand is
Everyone, let's watch an animation.
everything you know is wrong. Black is white, up is down, and short is long. And everything is
hijacking again. Zero die. Do you hate Kevin?
Me too.
Yes.
Stuck a whole time too. All day y'all sex, y'all new. Bonds always been the best too. Fuck that, fuck you. Fuck a bitch, stuck a whole time too. All day y'all sex, y'all new.
Do you hate hijacking on Bonzi TV?
Like woo. Pull the blade, watch him shake like I lose to. Show my face and hit the gas like boom. Make it mine, hit it right like boom. Default, you ain't nothing too special. Result of the struggle can't help you. Been there and I done did it way better. Through the snow in the coldest weather. 4-5 make you flow like a feather. Like you down, let down my nose, bitch, get up. Coming down Geronimo, gon' hit her. Wasn't a dump, still I finally got fed up. Look me in the eyes and tell me what do you see? Cold white skin with the mind that's so dark you can't see. What? Fuck that, fuck you. Fuck a bitch, stuck a whole time too. All day y'all sex, y'all new. Bonds always been the best too. Fuck that, fuck you. Fuck a bitch, stuck a whole time too. All day y'all sex, y'all new. Bonds always been the best too.
Warren G, Nate Dogg, watch us regulate. When they let it hate, yeah, bitches said he bake. Smoking on that jet fuel, then I levitate. Look like Jason with a mask coming out the lake. Put him in the casket, then I close the case. I kill all my enemies, then I pour a drink. Gotta clear the whole scene, I don't leave a trace. I get money when I sleep, I don't paper chase. Talk shit, get whipped, that's the consequence. Don't fuck with me, I ain't got no conscious bench. Nonsense, real shit with a lot of it. School of hard knocks, bitch, got a scholarship. 4 or 5 all chrome, got a lot of kick. Strapped up in the club, cause I snuck it in. Low life scumbag with a model chick. Not a role model or a model citizen, bitch.
No one do like that.
CD 40.
Get inside!
I'ma reload. Hunter.
Oh,
You do that.
inside.
I died.
Charger!
Hey, Bonzi.
That's a fucking nice shot, dude.
Oh my god.
After impact.
Eepee.
Let's roll.
Oh shit.
Thank you.
I want it. Oh, I thought I got it.
What?
It's still 0. No wonder these comments are like impossible to hit.
Oh yes sir.
No, it's M1 to you, bitch! M1, what the fuck?
Watch me.
Commander Chief? Or Keith? Wait, what? Commander in Chief? Yo, nice.
Hey, it's the board.
Nice shot. Nice.
Two guys right here where I am. You see me?
Hurry, get him!
Nice.
Nice. And those other guys have auto shotties too.
Nice, nice, nice!
We did it! Nah.
Differenti. Tama, ora daw pero okay. No, the whole fucking team is gone.
Hunter!
In the recent update, there was an interesting change. Fix a server crash caused by Sniper trying to eat his gun. What? As it turns out, in an older version of TF2, if you were heavy with the Fist of Steel and ate the steak, then switched to Sniper after the buff was applied, the server would crash. The strangest part is that if you switch to any other class, the server wouldn't crash. If you equip any other heavy melee, it also wouldn't crash. What's going on? The stake grants you a period of mini crits, with the stipulation that you can only use your melee weapon. But the game doesn't force you onto melee as soon as you eat the steak, since that would look weird. So instead, we wait for the heavy to finish eating before forcing melee only, so the steak doesn't magically disappear and the heavy is left eating air. But this introduces another problem. What happens if the taunt gets interrupted, like when you stand on someone or get air blasted? If the game forces melee only using a timer based on how long the eating animation takes, then there's a window to exploit taunt interruptions to pull out the minigun and destroy people. So, to handle this, TF2 has an observer watching the heavy for the moment he exits third person. As soon as the heavy stops eating for any reason, TF2 immediately forces melee only and pulls out his fists. This solution competently handles all the random cases that might turn up, such as being pushed off a platform or knocked by explosives. But it ends up being awkward on class changes. since changing class does technically stop the Heavy's taunt. If you switch classes before the Heavy finishes eating, the game will follow through and trigger melee only, which then brings up the Heavy's fists, which then trigger the Heavy's first-person melee draw animations, while the game is changing your class. This is a problem because TF2 plays animations using a generic ID system. When the game calls on the animation system to play the Heavy shotgun draw animation, for example, all that is said is to play animation number 5. When you switch class after eating the steak, TF2 detects that the taunt has been interrupted, so it forces the Heavy's fist to come out, thus asking for animation 10. But because you're also in the middle of switching class, the animation 10 request ends up being carried out on the new class you're switching to. So if you pick Scout, TF2's intent to play the Heavy's animation 10 will end up having the Scout's animation 10 being played. This really doesn't matter because the animation will only play for 1 or 2 frames before the game overwrites all of that when it runs through initial class spawn procedures, like pulling out your primary weapon and resetting everything. But there is one unlucky case where this does end up mattering. The sniper had a scrapped revolver weapon, which was far along enough in development for Valve to create first-person animations for them. This was leaked in past TF2 updates, but it has since been removed. Only partly. The sniper animation files still have entries registered for the revolver, telling TF2 that these animations exist, except they don't. The animations are simply not there, but the file that keeps track of what animations exist claims they do exist. So when you switch to sniper after eating a steak, the game makes a request for the Heavy's Fist of Steel draw animation, which is ID 42. This request ends up being fulfilled on the sniper. Sniper's animation 42 is the revolver idle animation, which the game thinks exists but really doesn't exist. The game then tries to access this animation, finds nothing, and explodes, crashing the server. This is why this doesn't happen on any other class. They don't have a ghost animation on ID 42. They probably don't have ghost animations at all. Because there's actually a few more ghost revolver animations on ID 40, 41, and 43, this bug also applies to the bread reskin. They use a unique set of draw animations on ID 40 and 41, which runs into the sniper's ghost animations and crashes the server too. The server crashes on animations related to first person because they also have to keep track of it. When you spectate someone, the information about their view models is sent to you by the server, not the player you're spectating. So on July 29th, they stopped ghost animations from crashing servers.
This isn't working.
So you like Halloween, huh? You like using the silly spells in Team Fortress 2? Well, so do I. But isn't Halloween supposed to be scary? Then what's with all this having a good time bullshit? Listen, man, for your sake, I hope you don't do it. But if you really want a scary time, drop TF2 for a bit and visit its deranged cousin over in the software section. Source Filmmaker! This program haunts me in my dreams, and I know it's trying to kill me! But the amount of glitches I experienced while making How It Feels to Play Engineer, I'm telling you, this shit's possessed! Gather round, all of you. This Halloween, I've a frightful story for you. The story of the time I had to add the Wrangler to a Source Filmmaker scene! My story starts with a prayer. Please, Valve, please update Source Filmmaker so that it doesn't use a 2008 version of TF2! Why do you curse me to manually animate things as simple as picking up engineer buildings and using the Wrangler? But they only responded with Dota Counter-Strike. I didn't understand. So onwards I pressed to manually animate the Wrangler. The Sentry Shield is simple enough, it's its own model. But this god-forsaken laser! This laser has stolen so many hours of my life that I'll never get back! How, you ask? Listen to my tale of woe. I began by importing the laser, but alas, it was pink! That's not right. It needs to be red. So I googled how to color it. Turns out that it's controlled by what I like to call source spaghetti. But first, a quick explanation. This is a control point. It represents a point in space and can be used to move and rotate objects. Particles usually have very simple control points. Medic's beam has 2 control points, one for where the beam starts and one for where it ends. However, the Wrangler laser has this 3rd control point that controls its color? And this is where the source spaghetti starts. This control point's positional X, Y, and Z coordinates correspond to the laser's red, green, and blue values using a scale of -255 to +255, which necessitates the equation x times 2 minus 255, where x is the RGB value that you want. What? You didn't get that? That's because it makes no fucking sense! Even if you don't get it, I got it. However, no matter what I did with Control Point 2, the laser's color never changed! Well, I said, this isn't my first rodeo. Surely I can fix this in a jiffy. But how wrong I was. Firstly, I went into the particle editor to see if there was a color value in there. Eureka! There was! But no matter what you do to it and its surrounding values, nothing happens. Then I wondered, just a moment, the laser is pink. And when a texture is missing in source, the default replacement is pink and black. Maybe the particle's texture is missing or broken. So I asked all throughout town if someone could please lend me their version of every file related to this laser. I imported them into my directory and it was still pink! By then I was banging my head against my keyboard and finally decided that it's time to concede and verify the integrity of the game cache. Reinstall the whole program and deal with all the bugs that causes. But even then, it was still pink! At this point, I couldn't help but think, ha! All this wasted time being a perfectionist when I could just use a different laser. So I installed this custom laser from the workshop that is supposed to be a Star Wars blaster. It's a model instead of a particle, so it took a while to customize it. It doesn't look great, but it works, right? Wrong! When the camera looks at the laser from certain angles, it just disappears! Then I tried using this laser particle, and I don't even remember what happened with this one, but I assure you it didn't work! So we're back to this laser. After brainstorming with other SFM villagers, I imported the laser into a different map and realized, what the fuck? Why is it blue on this map? And that's when it hit me. Every map has a different default point where things load in when they have no other point of reference. You can see here that Badwater's default point is somewhere below Red Team's spawn. It has no rhyme or reason. The Wrangler laser has been loading in and using the default point on the map for its Control Point 2 value. It's a different color on every map, but it doesn't change no matter what I do. So I figured, alright, my program is successfully reading the Control Point 2 value, but just not changing it. Alax friend, can you please take my SFM project, move Control Point 2 to make the laser red, and then send it back to me? He promptly sent me this in response. That's right, his computer couldn't even handle the project, so he had to make a new project that was just the laser on Badwater, which I then had to import into my project, which is its own scary, unintuitive process. But finally, here we are. It works. Despite reinstalling the program, despite verifying the game's cache, despite replacing the particle files outright, my Control Point 2 is just irreversibly broken. My theory, there's a ghost in my machine. But hey, at least it worked eventually, right? But that's not the only thing I had to do manually. Once a sentry gun is placed, it stops being a gameplay object and just becomes part of the scene. That means that I have to manually control its shooting, which means manually adding each individual muzzle flash. That's right, I had to copy and paste like 50 sets of these muzzle flashes and then manually tell the program, this muzzle flash occurs 1/20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another 20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another 20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another 20th of a second later, and this muzzle flash occurs another. Then, after doing that, I have to lock each particle to the barrels of the sentry gun individually. Truly nothing comes for granted in this program. You'd think that adding Uber charge would be a simple process, but it isn't. The default Uber in SFM is broken for some reason and always flashes like it's about to end. So you have to go download some cube map fixes. Thank you so much, SFM community, and put those in the right directory. Looks good to me, but What about the weapons? And the hats? Huh? That's right, you have to manually change every single model's material that you want to be uber-charged. And sometimes it doesn't even work! Not only is this a time-consuming process, it's semi-permanent. Since you're actually changing the files themselves, scary, you have to be super careful or else you'll be asking yourself later on, why the hell is this pyro like half Ubered here? See these buildings? They're not actually in-source filmmaker for some reason. They're like ghost buildings or something. I had to manually add replacement buildings myself. Nothing comes for granted in this program. But you want to get really scared this Halloween? Imagine rendering a scene you've slaved over for hours, and it comes out like this. If you ever want to get into SFM, my friend, please remember the acronym ABAF. All beards are fucked. Something about the way these things are textured doesn't mix well with SFM. Usually there's a fix for these beards on the workshop, but I guess not enough people use the grizzled growth? Anyway, at complete random, the beard will become some crazy neon color. And you want to know something funny? It uses the same color as the Wrangler laser uses via the map's default point. Isn't that funny? So what was my solution? Ha! Simple, really. If I render out the glitched frames individually, one at a time, manually, the beard is fine. Sounds simple if not time-consuming. Let's see how many I had to do. 462 individually rendered images just to fix this beard in one scene! And sometimes it's not even consistent. Here you'd think that the color is based on the beard's position, but look at this shit! It's blue in this camera, but green in this camera! Eventually, my friend, I could take no more, and I just asked the guy who fixed the Allfather if he could fix the grizzled growth, which he did! The moral of this scary beard story is, please, don't be afraid to ask people for help! Oh, but friend, I've scary stories to spare. Look at this scene, simple, right? Well, this is what it used to look like! These lights are Satan! They have caused an issue in every video. For the spy video, I spent a full 10-hour day trying to get rid of these lights that would bleed through all the walls. After that day, I knew not to ever try anything with these demon-possessed lights. But in this scene, I had to. I used a program to remove literally every light from the map, and you won't believe it! These lights are Satan! Eventually, a villager from the SFM Discord discovered that you just have to type ent_fire space env_lightglow space kill in console. What does that even mean? I'm certain that a ghost has possessed my computer, but it doesn't always make itself obvious. Sometimes the glitches are small, like the time that this blood decal's position didn't update when I played the video forward, but it worked when I played the video backward. And then sometimes when I render something, every other frame becomes a blue mess. Definitely a ghost. And half the time I import a custom map, Source Filmmaker just breaks all its lighting. Classic ghost stuff. This one is fixable, but when even the guy making the tutorial says,
"This is the Hammer editor and it honestly terrifies me. I can't do anything with this."
I can't say it makes me very hopeful. Of course, the program does make my life easier sometimes. Spline curves are pretty good at automating some animations, but other times they put the spirit of the devil into my characters.
Add spline curves.
Oh my god, call the exorcist! Look at this sentry. I just want it to go from this to this. A 180-degree turn. It's simple. But for some reason, the program thinks that the most efficient way to do this is a freaking backflip! Back ye demon! Get out of my sentry gun! Thankfully, the program has a built-in stress reliever. Whenever I find myself getting exhausted, I just move the character's pelvis to the beat of whatever music I'm listening to for endless entertainment. Truly countless hours have gone into trying to fix every single little mistake and glitch in all of my videos, but since you've made it to the end of this video, I think I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There's a mistake in the engineer video, and it will probably ruin your entire perception of it. In this scene where I build a mini sentry on this scout, I don't have the gunslinger equipped in the SFM animation! Ah! Hey, it's me. I have a t-shirt now. You can find a link to it in the description. I also now have a secondary channel, so please subscribe to that as well. The suffering in this video was made possible by Ziki, Briz Bipchap, David Claridge, DDJ Sonic 1991, Frozen Spaghetti, Jake Eves, Muzzy, Nate Cummings, Oast, Plastic Fondue, Saucow, Tim, Torbjorn Highland, Trophy Waifu, and Waffle God of Puns. You all turned this suffering into a gift.
Welcome back to Bonzi TV. Bonzi TV has officially returned after weeks being removed on Bonzi World. Shows we broadcast: Bonzi Buddy, PJJ Rebooted, and Reverse, and other random shows. Bonzi TV, relaunching on BonziWorld.co update 1.12.2.
Grass. Not just any grass. Grass planted in high-level nutrient soil in a pasture
evacuate.
Welcome back to Microsoft Agents Creative Survival Series. Last time, the house exploded and then we got a new house, and it is time for the very first time ever we are going to do the same things like Stampy used to have. We are going to do Stampy's movie feature. Yep.
And we are in the new house, which is even more bigger than ever.
And this here is the dog collection. I am not sure what are the dogs' names, but it's cool anyway.
And here is the fire room of nothingness.
Wow! The new garden.
Our suggestion garden.
With a heart at the middle. Ah, that's nice. I am not sure what is this, but it's good anyway. Jump, dilly jump.
Well, it's getting nighttime, so let's go to bed. And tomorrow, we are going to have a movie theater for Stampy.
Today is our second morning in our new house. Time for breakfast. Our favorite food is cake. Nom nom nom. Dang it, it's plastic.
I'm a DJ.
Right, here we go. It's beginning.
Hello, this is Stampy. Let's play video and another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Welcome to another video, and mine are going to be a little bit spookier than normal. Well, actually, it's Halloween Eve. It's not Halloween yet. It will be Halloween in the morning, but I still need to do my normal beginning video rituals. I am not, of course, going to be having my cake yet because cake is for breakfast, not before bed. So I'm going to go and head over to my love guy, and then in the morning we can go and have lots of spooky fun and do lots of exciting Halloween activities. But yeah, today to the Love Garden, I am adding Lucy Crowfoot, and that's because Barnaby's gone. Oh no. Barnaby's gone actually and went to the doghouse to spend some time with them. Okay, tell you what I can do then. I'll go to the doghouse and I'll go and play the doghouse on all of my If that is Stampy, then hit the target. Why am I hit the target? I've turned into hit the target. It was just another dream.
That house is different back
I
then.
can't have any more of this nightmare. I don't want to go back to bed again. I don't do it. I stay up all night waiting for the week. It was horrible. I wait the target up and I'll hit target.
Hey, what the hell? Where is the whole part of the video? Oh wait, the video cable is broken. Who did this?
It was me.
Sam, why did you broke the video cable?
It's just because my video drive is disconceived.
Sam, you mother freaking idiot!
Needy, I know it is trying to offer us something great, but what is that speaker thing? I suggest we dismantle it to find out. Huh? Uh-oh, I missed.
Leafy! What's happened? You've become evil!
I see, I'm sorry I killed you.
I want revenge!
Cake at stake.
Cake at
So, since the cherries were dumber, they got a lower total test score. One of them goes home. And the number of votes is... Hold on 1/60th of a minute. That doesn't seem right. Oink, there it is. It was the second time that digit was used, and the third time that digit was used. We weren't sure if they would work. Oh, and, cherries, well, I forgot to buy a cake, so I had to make something. It's a sliced chunk of ice.
Ooh.
So yeah, if you're a main ice chunk less, you leave BFDI. And Ice Cube, what are you doing here? You're on the other team. Moving on, Pin, you have a win token. Would you like to use it now?
No.
Stop.
I mean, there's nothing mean I...
Yeah, we know. Anyway, at 0 votes is...
It's got to be blocked.
No, it's not. It's all girls.
Yeah.
Except Match.
Hey. Yeah. Hey.
In Pin.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Fiery, Eraser, and Pen. Also no votes.
Woo.
Yeah, elbow room.
Match and Pin, you only got 1 vote apiece.
A piece? A piece? You know, we aren't just objects. Well, maybe Pin is. Hey, we have feelings too, but pins don't matter. Hey, yeah. Hey. Match, are you okay? Hey, how are you back? I thought you flew away, off beyond the horizon. You're seeing strange things because you're hallucinating. See, I'll turn into Dumb Bubble. Don't do that. It is KREP. Don Don.